You know, there are a whole lot of kids and a whole lot of teachers. Count the days down until school is over, and that makes a whole lot of parents trying to come up with some ideas to keep the kids busy over the summer break. The Sussex County Public Library has plans in order to help. It's a summer reading program. Marvel Life's Brian Spyros is at the library in Laurel. Brian, what is this program all about?
Well, Jimmy, as always, I'm going to tell you all about it. But first, I want to introduce you to Cindy Woodruff, who is the Youth Services Librarian. You know, Cindy, we're going to talk about the summer reading program in just a second. But first, explain to everyone at home why summer reading is so important. A study has been done on this.
Yes. Many studies have been done over the past 30 years looking at summer topics. We know that kids are out of the classroom for almost 3 months, and the studies all confirm the same information. If kids read during the summer, their reading skills are on track when they return in September. If they don't read in the summer, we know from studies that they are a month behind in their reading, and that month becomes cumulative. So we know by following kids for many years that each month adds up to another month of reading loss. So in libraries, what we want is we want kids to come in, choose what they like, but read, read, read.
So obviously it's beneficial for the parents who are looking for something for their child to do, but also, as the study shows, it's important to keep them reading through the summer months.
It's very important because today kids are challenged to read more and more complicated materials, more nonfiction. So we really want to help them, and we want them to be curious and find lots of things to read.
All right, tell us about the summer reading program that's going on here at the Laurel Public Library, but really throughout the state and throughout the country, and there's a theme to it this year.
Yes, this summer we're doing dreaming. We're dreaming big by reading, which means we're going to read about dinosaurs. We're going to read about going under the water to the coral reefs. We're going to go to the Galapagos Islands in Laurel through programs. We're going to encourage kids to look at books about the environment. How can they help? Their future careers. What do they want to be? What are the wishes they have? We're going to actually decorate pillowcases for dreaming. Wow. We're going to make worry dolls to put to tell your worry doll, don't worry about dreams. We'll take away all your worries. So we're just using that as a fun theme to launch all of our events.
But there's really so many books to choose from here in the library that they can read literally anything.
Really, thousands and thousands.
The other thing I want to talk about real quick with you are the ages. Who can take part in the summer reading program?
The program is for everybody from birth to 12th grade. Little children are read to, and they can count all the books they listen to. Even in daycare, that works. They come to the library story hours. The idea is just to document what you read and then come back to the library and get some incentives, some little prizes. At the Laurel Library, we have a space capsule, and after 5 books, they can come in and choose a prize out of the space capsule.
And really, too, we said it's about the reading. There's a lot of other programs and things going on here as well.
Yes, all the libraries have programming, and we're very excited. We have many professional entertainers and cartoonists, and even an Australian didgeridoo player, thanks to the Delaware Division of Libraries and the Delaware Division of Arts. We have many talented people coming in, and it's all free.
Exactly, which is good for people to know. You know, we're going to get a shot now of a bunch of the books behind us. You know, and the one thing too is having the kids come in and read is important. But you were saying have mom and dad come in, have grandparents come in. It's also important for them to have that interaction with someone to talk about the book and explain what it's about, because that's also helping them tremendously.
Yes, the research says that kids who are read to, who read aloud to dogs, to friends, to parents, to librarians, they are going to have the smallest deficit when they return to school. So the idea of asking your children, reading the book together, joining a book club, all of that helps you introduce vocabulary like plot, character, theme, setting, and those are the things that really help the children as they return to the classroom.
And while we're talking about young children, you also said there's opportunities here for teenagers as well.
Yes, almost all of our libraries have strong teen programs. In Laurel, we have over 50 kids registered to be teen helpers, and they get their community service hours. Some of them go on to be employees in the library, so it's a great place for me to mentor teens, but also for teens to mentor younger children.
Exactly. So a lot of good information. Now, we should mention to people that the summer reading program runs from June 11th until August 4th here in Laurel, and you said that throughout the state those dates will vary slightly, but around that same time.
Yes. So there's a kickoff event, there's usually a big closing event, and in between there's just lots of time to read. Read books from home, read bookmobile books, read books from your neighbor, read with your grandma, read books from the public library, but all of that counts towards the incentives and the recognition information that the library provides to kids.
And then people should obviously come down to their own library and near where they live to register for this throughout the summer
I recommend
months.
going to the website for your local library or Sussex County website, or just giving us a call, or just stopping in, because there's always something to do in the library.
Exactly. Now, before we wrap up here, there's a group of ladies who we want to introduce everyone to at home. Tell us who these people are and why they are so important.
I would love to introduce to you 4 of the Friends of the Laurel Public Library. They are a group of women and men who run a nonprofit that raises money. And in this case, all of the money they've raised has gone to youth programming. So they make my job easier, better, smarter, and all the kids of Laurel and the surrounding area benefit from their hard work.
They make it all possible, and they're a great group of ladies, because when I got here they told me I look younger in person, so I liked them right away. So a lot of good information. Cindy, thank you, and thank you all for your hard work. We really appreciate it. A lot of good stuff. And if you missed any of the information that we just talked about regarding the summer reading program here in Laurel, throughout the state and across the country, just go to our website, delmarvalife.com, and click on the show tab. With that said, a lot of great stuff here going on at the library. Jimmy, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Brian, thanks. I think one of the best things said there was there's always something happening at the library.
There certainly is.
Appreciate that. Some local parents wanted something different for their kids' education, so you know what they did? They started their own school. Still ahead on Delmarva Life, the story of Kingdom Christian Academy, plus details on a very special event that includes an NFL Hall of Famer. Delmarva Life, live at its best here on Delmarva.
So guys, if you have one of the classic back in the day good old can openers, chances are it's not looking so new anymore. And even if you throw it in the dishwasher, it just doesn't seem to get really clean. Well, it's a great double duty use for wax paper. Just fold up the wax paper into a square, close it down, put it between the gears, hold your handle together tightly, and just start opening the wax paper can. It really does a great job of not only cleaning it, but making it work really well again.